This Sunday, the first game we identified on the show, Sunday night, Carolina +5. The line was down to 3.5 Monday afternoon. Now it's settled in at 4. Give me your thoughts here.
Yeah, it was your first bet, a game I loved as well. I think, a couple books had popped all the way up to 5.5, and we talked that was just way too high. Now it's right where it should be. Like, I still like Carolina. Still think this is a nice number, especially with Andy
Yeah.
Dalton. I think this is gonna be a good back and forth, but um, it's all about, can Carolina run the ball against your team, right? Can Chuba Hubbard and Miles Sanders, the 1-2 punch, really dominate this game? Because that's how they're going to have to win this game. They're not going to be able to win it with Andy Dalton, right? I just think your secondary is just too good. And on the other side, Caleb's got to do it here. Like, me and Evan did a show before this, and Evan had a great bet. It was like, who are you going to bet this week to throw over a touchdown and a half? Watson against this terrible Commanders defense, or Williams against this horrible secondary of Carolina? And it was tough, but picking between those two guys, it's like, man, Caleb's got to do it here. Like, this is a good matchup for him, passing wise. So not one of the games I'm like super happy to take now that it's moved so much. But again, if it's 4.5, I could get there. Like, it just feels like that's too much respect to a rookie that really hasn't deserved that much respect. And a team we've seen historically have, good wins and then just play terrible the next game, right? Because they're a young team. It's been up and down this season with this Bears team. So, yeah, once again, great initial read by you, but the professionals have followed it and they bet this down by 2 points, 1.5.
Look, the professionals often follow me. I know they're listening to the
They do.
show and they hear my insight. They're like, we better get that number before it moves. I don't mind. Like, I thought it was way too much at 5. Having watched every snap of every Bears game, I feel like I know this team and when they're trending and which way in that. 5, they shouldn't be 5-point favorites against anybody. And if you've watched football the last 2 weeks, the Carolina Panthers are just a better team with Andy Dalton, right? And their pass blocking is number 2 in the NFL, according to Pro Football Focus. And that does neutralize what is probably one of the best elements of the Bears defense right now, which has been their pass rush. And we saw it last week against a bad offensive line. Like, they were all over Matthew Stafford. So I think 4 is probably a little bit too high still. It feels like it should be 3.
Yeah.
If we can get it 4.5 in the contest, I bet it gets in there.